good, good. Just yell at me, I'll throw it at you. All right, we are gonna start laying on our backs, nothing fancy. And you can go ahead, let's grab our bolster. Christy's halfway there. But we're gonna turn this bolster long ways. And then I want you from like, so not the lower back, but let this edge land right about here, right? So that just the ribs of the heart opens. So I'll kind of come around and help adjust. That's a little low. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Yes, much better, Alice. That's a little high, I think. Let me scooch it down. Ah, that's a little better. Yeah, that looks good. I think you could push it up just a smidgen. Yeah, yeah, there we go. And then we need to come down just a little bit over here. Ah, much nicer. Okay. Perfect, Christy, good job. So right away, maybe take those arms overhead. Just let the legs be long. Yeah, we're really not doing anything specific here. I just want you to take a little bit of time to arrive. Good breath. Now, my new friends, it always feels weird to become still because we don't practice it very much. So I want you to remember that this is a safe space. We are not here to analyze or judge anything. We're not even here to change anything. We are simply here to be and to breathe. So feel that air flowing in through your nostrils. And notice the air as it leaves your lungs and exits your nose or mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, nose or mouth. Once again, inhale. As you exhale this time, let some muscle in your body soften. Maybe the tops of your thighs, maybe your ankles, maybe your tongue relaxes at the back of your mouth. And as you do this, you start to notice. Notice the sticky spots in your body. Notice any feelings that are arising that maybe initially make you feel a little uncomfortable. But then you take a big breath in. And as you exhale, you let that discomfort move and you release it. You soften a little more. If you'd like to change the position of your arms at this time, feel free to maybe bring them back down to the sides of the body. And then I'd like to bring a little openness to the legs. So very carefully and mindfully, I want you to draw the soles of the feet together to touch. You're going to let the knees fall open to the left and the right, making a little butterfly shape. Now don't force anything here. Sometimes this can be a little tight as we're just beginning class. And you can either remain in stillness, just feeling that gentle stretch in the hip socket. Or if it feels better, you can find a little rock on the sacrum. Letting one knee fall towards the earth and then the other. Yes. Here we go, guys. Whatever you choose to do is the right choice. I'm going to give you about 10 more rounds of breath here. We're making the adjustment from being in the outside world to being in this present moment. Everything else can wait for you. This is your time. Few more rounds, my friends. You're doing great. Last couple rounds. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to very gently close your knees. Maybe you take your hands to assist your knees closing. Good. Reach the arms and legs long. Find another full body stretch. And I've got one more shape for you before we come up from this supported bolster shape. So drawing the soles of the feet onto the earth, bending through the knees. Yeah, perfect, that's great. Then let both knees fall to the right side of your mat for me. You were already doing this instinctively, Christy, good job. Then you're gonna slide the inside of your right foot against the ground as you kick the sole of your foot to the left side of your mat. You're gonna feel a really generous stretch down the front of this hip flexor. Right here? Yeah? Okay, perfect. If you wanna go a little further, you just walk your foot over here. Yes. There we go, girl. Almost. I think you just have more space. And slide. Ah, there it is. Right there. Perfect. We're halfway there. I'm going to bring this foot towards me. Right there. Do you feel it in here? Okay, excellent. Perfect, Alex. And then notice if by changing the shape on the lower body, any tension creeps into the upper body. Make sure you do what you can to make yourself comfortable. If you're distracted by a sensation elsewhere, you're not really receiving the full benefits of the shape that you're in. So honor whatever your truth is. That is this week's theme, throat chakra, self-expression. Your truth is all that matters. Three more rounds of breath here. Every exhale, let yourself get a little heavier. Last round, big breath in. And as you exhale, gently unwind your legs, coming back through center. Beautiful. Taking any movement in the transition that calls to you. Maybe you decided you hate that bolster and it's time for it to move, right? Otherwise, bringing the soles of the feet back onto the earth, bending through the knees. Letting both knees drop to the left side of your mat. Now, sometimes this is enough. This is enough sensation. But if you have more space, slide the right foot open to the right side of the room. There you go, girl. Yeah, don't question it. You got it. And then maybe flip your palms for me. Just helps to kind of soften the upper body. Yes. Notice how this side differs from the first. Maybe it's tighter. Maybe it's not. All of these are labels that we have created as humans. Remember that it's just information. Take a few more rounds of balancing breath here. Doing your best not to hold. Clenching is not an option here. Relax to the very core of your being, the best you can. Last 3 rounds. That was nice. One more round for me, in through the nose. Maybe open the mouth and picture that tension leaving your body. And then gently unwind your legs. Take all the time you need, there's no rush. And when you're ready, you're going to gently roll off of the side of your bolster if you haven't already moved it. If you have, we're all just going to meet in a fetal. Left or right side, choose your favorite. You just lay on the earth, like in that little side sleeper. Yeah, move your bolster out of the way. There we go. Perfect. Feeling cradled and held in the airspace around you. Remember that this shape is a symbol of your rebirth. Five more rounds of breath here. Last couple rounds. One more. Big inhale. As you exhale, feel what's beneath you with your palms. And eventually press yourself up from the earth. Keep your eyes closed so that you can kind of feel your way as you sit up. There we go. As your spine becomes vertical again, I just want you to sit. Doesn't matter how you are, just whatever shape feels best. And take 2 rounds of breath to notice. Maybe there is a switch in energy. Maybe there isn't. Again, neither is right or wrong. It just is. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open. Take in a bit of light. Maybe notice something you didn't see before. Here we go. And then we're gonna grab our bolster once again, and we're gonna straddle it. Now, if your knees are sore, it might be good to put the blanket under, right? So you have a little extra padding on either side. But this is where we're coming. Here we go. Perfect. And if we need 2 bolsters, we can stack 2 up. Perfect. Because I want to give us a little neck hygiene. Is that hurting your knee? You sure? Okay. Take your time. Okay, perfect. Here's the thing. I need you to be able to sit like this and be relaxed. You need to feel supported from beneath, right? And then we're gonna go like this. Yep, that's gonna be the ticket. There we go. All right. So notice how once the lower body lets go, you can lift up tall through the spine, right? Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Don't try to be really forceful about it. Just kind of send them through the airspace. Feeling how the muscles roll around the bones. Maybe breathing in as the shoulders come towards the ears and exhaling as you let them drop down the back body. One more. As you exhale this time, find stillness in center. Good. I want you to ground your right hand, maybe on your right, what is this? A calf? I was like, this is not a guy. And then we're gonna reach this left hand all the way up. Big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to dip towards the right. Feel that stretch go down the left side body. Only go as far as feels comfortable for you. Drop that left shoulder down the back into the girdle. One more breath. As you exhale, press into that right hand, come through center, and we're just going to take it on the other side. Letting gravity help you here. Beautiful, everyone. Big inhale, we're going to take it a couple more times in each direction. And back to the second side. So just kind of letting it flow, taking it slow, pausing where you need to pause. Sometimes it feels good to send an extra round of breath into like one of those muscle knots. Last side here, bending towards the left. Good, guys. Come back through center for me. Beautiful. Now we're going to inhale to reach both arms above head. Exhale, I want you to take right hand to the left thigh, little twist. Left hand's at the back of your bolster or maybe on the low back. Just a gentle twist. If you've got space, you can take the gaze over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale here. Exhale. Two more. Last one. Exhale, come back through center to unwind. Good. Maybe taking a little tick-tock with the neck or shimmying the shoulders, just letting any tension go that's kind of moving in your body. Let's take it to the other side. Big inhale. Like you're moving through honey. Exhale, twist. So left hand to the top of the right leg. Right hand rests at the back of the bolster or maybe gently on the lower back. Twisting from the center line, maybe taking the gaze over the right shoulder for an added neck stretch. 3 breaths here. One more big inhale. Exhale to unwind. Good job, everyone. We've got one more little doodah here in this shape, and then we'll come off of our bolsters. So just let your chin drop to your chest and start to roll out your neck. Now I want the bottom of your cervical spine to be the anchor. So let the top of your head really reach away as you draw the circles. Sometimes you can make this so active that you'll feel like the start of a muscle up towards your skull and then the end of it down towards your shoulder. So the goal is to really lengthen through all of those connective tissues. Now making sure nothing's painful. We're not here to force. Always always finding what feels best and good for you in that exact moment, because it will change. We have to honor those things. Now, on your next exhale, I want you to take a pause with your left ear towards your left shoulder. It's not going to actually touch, but you're going to feel a really deep opening in the right side of your neck. And then the best way I can put this is like to take half moon sways, or like butter your shoulder with your ear. So it looks like this. It's very small. Yes, there we go. And as long as you're feeling some kind of sensation, maybe you get some clicks and ticks, it's all good. It's going to be different for everyone, basically every time. 2 more breaths here. Last one. As you exhale, reverse the direction of your neck rolls. Yoga for the brain. See if you can remember. And we're going to balance all of that neck hygiene out. So maybe you take these circles in a little softer fashion. Maybe it feels more tense when you go in the opposite direction. Remember that your arms and shoulders are soft. So no holding. Good breath. You've got about 2 more rolls here. And then when it feels right, we're going to pause with that right ear leaning towards the right shoulder. We find this shape that works for this side. And then we start to butter our shoulder with our ear, or take our half moon side sways. Now for me, the movement is a lot smaller for this side. The left side of my body is very tight. So know that that's perfectly normal, and you just honor wherever this side is at. Good breath. Hips are nice and heavy. Legs are not activated. 2 more breaths here. Nice breath. That was a good breath. Beautiful, my friends. Last one. Exhale to let it go. Just return the head to center. Okay. And then inhale, reach those arms up high. And exhale, just a kind of awkward stretch. Just make a weird shape. Yes. Take up some space. Beautiful. Good. All right, my friends, let's come off of this bolster, nice and easy, gentle, gentle. We'll just set him to the side. We are going to take one really slow sun salutation. I always switch up my styles. I just vibe out what I can feel in the room. So we're gonna take some cat cows, and then I'll take you through a sun sal before we come onto our bellies. So you might want to pad your knees, double that over, maybe, Andrea. Yes, perfect. And we're all gonna meet in tabletop here. Now, if your shoulders are feeling extra tight today and you feel like you need more space, grab your blocks. This allows you to move your spine more freely. Just an option, not a requirement. There we go. Once we've got everything we need, we find an inhale to drop the belly, roll the shoulders back and down as the gaze comes forward. Yes, Christy, that was great. Exhale, press into the hands and feet. Drop the tailbone and round like a Halloween cat. Flow between those two shapes. Inhaling, letting the belly drop. Gaze comes forward, collarbones wide. Exhale, round through the spine. Crown of the head points towards the earth. Let's all take 3 more. Good, everyone. And exhale. Nice. Very intentional, beautiful. And exhale. Nice work, everyone. You've got one more round. Finding a big inhale. And exhale. Nice. All right, here we go. Our one downward dog. So coming back to a neutral spine and tabletop, tuck your toes and feel that little sole of foot stretch. You're gonna inhale, exhale, press into your feet as you lift your hips. Maybe keep your knees bent. You're gonna press your heart towards your feet. Downward dog. Very nice, that's right, Andrea, yes. 2 breaths here. You can maybe pedal one heel down towards the earth and then the other. We got this. Last round of breath. You're perfect, yep. One more inhale here in down dog. As you exhale, I want you to bend the knees and walk the hands back towards the feet. Back of your mat for a forward fold. Now, allow your belly to rest on your thighs. Don't straighten out your legs. Now, once you have that support from your thighs, tilt the crown of your head towards the earth, allowing your spine to decompress. Very good, Brad. Back of the neck is loose. Maybe you crisscross the arms and get a little wiggle, a ragdoll, swaying left and right. This gentle inversion where the head is below the heart. Bend through the knees, Alice, that'll help you. Yes, ma'am, that's it. One more breath. Exhale, returning to center in stillness, unwinding those ragdoll arms. And we're gonna inhale to roll up through the spine. So this starts in the feet, my friends. Your feet become heavy, and then your knees stack over your ankles. Your pelvis stacks over your knees. Your upper body is like a candy cane. It's loose and heavy. Gravity is pulling it over. We start to stack our spine up. Head is the last thing. So feel all those little muscles stretch on the back body. Good. As you get to the top, exhale to roll the shoulders back and down and lift the chin up. Palms face forward. Wiggle those toes. You are in your beautiful mountain pose. Smile. Feel grateful. Good job. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, prayer hands come through heart center as we bend through the knees to softly forward fold once again. Now this time on an inhale, we're gonna find a half lift. So I want you to just what's the word? Just very lightly, fingertips graze the shins as you pull the head away from your tailbone. Yes, exhale, forward, fold again. Good. Ground the hands. Inhale to walk back out into your downward dog. One more down dog. Feel that length on the backs of the legs. Good. Big breath in. Exhale to lower your knees. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Just let the legs go long behind you. Perfect. Turn your left cheek to the earth and just let everything go soft. Feel the nice coolness of the ground beneath you. Feel happy to be supported by the earth. Find your breath once again. Welcome it back to your mat. 3 more rounds of breath here. Yes, good. Yeah. Last round. Now we're not going to go far, my loves. All you're going to do is bring your right leg up to like a 90-degree angle on the ground. Yeah. You know this little like sleeping position? This guy. Your hip is gonna lift. Yeah, all that's good. And then maybe you adjust your arms or your neck to suit whatever's best. Sometimes you gotta move the girls around in case those are in the way. Perfect. And you just let that right hip point try to get heavy. It probably won't touch the earth today. That's okay. All we're looking for is a shape that you can relax in, that you can turn back to the breath and begin to let go. We've got 7-ish more rounds of breath here. Good, nice, Brad, yes. Every exhale, release that which no longer serves you. Last 3 rounds of breath. As you exhale this time, start to extend your right leg and notice the difference in sensation from one side of the body to the other. Good. Chiquia is already on the other side. She's ready. Good job, girl. And that's totally cool. Maybe you just go straight into it. You're like, this is amazing. I love this. Maybe you need a little moment before you hike up the left leg. All of these are correct answers because it's your truth. And that is all that matters in this space. If you haven't already made it there, as you feel ready, hike that left leg up. Honor whatever support this side of your body is asking for. Make sure that your arms are nice and loose. Sometimes like tension can sneak into the hands and the fingers without us even realizing it. There we go. Just a little bit deeper, a little bit softer. Let go a little bit more. Thanks. Find your shape. And then you sink. Notice any colors dancing behind the eyelids. Notice as you breathe where the breath is flowing to. Ten more rounds of breath here. Good job, friends. Let that air support you. Healing lies within stillness and intentional breath. We've got a few more rounds of breath on this side. Last three. Last one. As you exhale, extending that left leg, feeling the blood supply rush towards the foot, maybe even bending at the knees and kind of rolling out the ankles. taking another extra moment to be yourself. It's really the best way to be. Here we go, my loves. Now there's going to be no fancy way to do this. I'm going to have you come back onto your spines for Shavasana. So you can flip yourself like a pancake, or if you want to go through a vertical shape and then kind of turn over, all of these things are your choice. Yeah. There we go. Now, we are going to be moving into final wiggles before our Shavasana. So Christy's decided to take a little child's pose. Just know if there's any final movements or sensations in your body that are calling to you, feel free to address them now. Yeah. Otherwise, if you feel ready for Shavasana, you start to make the most comfortable shape you possibly can. Shavasana is just Sanskrit for corpse pose. So we're literally just laying here breathing. We like the bolster under the knees most of the time. It's a really nice support for the lower back. Let me know if you want a blanket covering you. I'm going to kind of turn down the lights so that we have nice, a little bit of darkness. There we go. And then I want you to notice, let's get settled in, my friends. Are you clenching your hands? Are you crossing your ankles? These are all signs that you're trying to protect yourself, that there might be something you can do to make yourself more comfortable, to honor what your body is asking for. So after you've wiggled and fixed your pants and fixed your hair, you land. You land and you welcome your breath back into your lungs. Begin to drift away. Remember that your only job here is to let go. I'll bring you back when it's time. It's time. Time to very slowly start returning to your bodies. Be gentle, keep it simple. Just start with the breath in and out. Connect to your fingers and your toes. Roll the back of your skull on the earth. Very nice. We're going to rest for about 5 more rounds of breath. You can choose to remain as you are, or maybe you roll into a fetal again on one side. Maybe you create a new shape all your own. Remembering that whatever you choose is the right answer. Feeling the air flow in and out. Take 1 or 2 more rounds of breath for me. And on your next exhale, keeping your eyes closed and your awareness inward, begin to slowly rise. You'll meet me in a vertical shape of your choice. There's no rush. There's also no specific shape you need to make. Just try to get your head above your heart for me. If you'd like, bring prayer hands to heart center so that you can thank yourself for your awesome practice today. I'm going to close with this week's quote. Self-expression is the gateway between the inner world and the outer. Only through self-expression does the outer world get to know what is inside of us. I am honored that you trusted me to guide you today, my friends. We'll all take 1 more inhale together. And as we exhale, we'll bow and say namaste. Namaste. Beautiful. Now, no need to rush. Sit in your peace as long as your evening allows.